Lust, desire, sex. Three words that masquerade as love, as freedom, as pleasure, but are often the very chains that keep you mentally weak, emotionally hollow, and spiritually drained. Lust is not about beauty, it's about escape. It's the silent thief that doesn't rob you all at once, but piece by piece, your discipline, your attention, your ambition, your sense. Desire is not always passion, it is often pain in disguise. A craving not for intimacy, but for validation, power, or numbing. And sex at its highest, it is sacred, a union of spirits, the divine meeting of masculine and feminine energy. But in the modern world, it's been degraded into a dopamine transaction, an empty ritual that leaves you lonelier than before. You think you want her body, or his touch, but what you really want is to be seen, to feel alive, to belong. And that's how it traps you, because it gives you a taste of something real through something artificial. It's not the act that destroys you, it's the obsession with the fantasy. That's why you scroll, that's why you click, that's why you stare into screens and chase moments that leave you feeling even more disconnected from your soul. You're not chasing love, you're avoiding silence, and over time, this craving becomes a virus in your psyche. It ruins your focus, it turns your goals into burdens, it makes women objects and men predators. It conditions your brain to expect reward without effort, intimacy without vulnerability. It makes the real feel boring, the hard feel pointless. You'll notice it when conversations bore you, when prayer feels dry, when creation feels too slow. That's what lust does, it speeds you up, burns you out, and leaves you with nothing but regret. And if you don't stop it, it doesn't just ruin your habits, it erodes your identity. But you're not helpless, you're not hopeless, you're not broken, you're simply misdirected. What you need is redirection, not repression. You don't need to kill your desire, you need to sanctify it. Start by practicing stillness, meditation, fasting, silence. Let the urge rise, don't act on it. Watch it, let it pass. This is how you build spiritual muscle. Next, subtract the poison-porn mindless scrolling, lust-filled conversations, late-night temptations. Create space between you and the trigger. Fill that space with something beautiful: movement, purpose, art, connection, prayer. Starve the body of excess, and the spirit begins to awaken. Understand, this isn't about shaming your biology, it's about not worshipping it. Real power is when you can feel the fire and not be burned by it. When you can hold desire in your hand and not bow to it. And one day, you'll wake up and you'll realize you don't crave the screen anymore. You'll realize you can see beauty without needing to own it. You'll realize you can walk past temptation without negotiating your worth. That's when desire becomes dignity. That's when lust turns into love. That's when sex becomes sacred again. The world will still scream at you to indulge, to chase, to consume, but your soul will whisper something else. You are already whole. And when that voice gets louder than your urges, you've finally won, not by force, but by freedom.